Hi, welcome to the channel. I hope you find these videos useful, whether you're a new seller or an experienced seller. These are all designed to help bring you hints, tips, general advice that can help you better manage your business. So I've actually been selling on Amazon on and off for quite a number of years now, but it wasn't until the beginning of last year that I started to take this seriously, started to send those shipments in on a regular basis. And then at the end of last year, I decided to start creating videos. So I created this channel, started uploading so I could share my journey, share general advice, hints, help other people out as well. So you can find a variety of different videos here. We've also got a great Facebook community that you can become a part of. I'll pop a link to this in the description below, but it's definitely worth jumping in, just being a part of that community, having people that can help you out, understand what you're going through as well. So in my latest video, we looked at retail arbitrage, we looked at all my top tips, and today I want to do the same for online arbitrage. Now, for those of you that don't yet know the difference, retail arbitrage is when you go into a physical store, you make the purchase. With online arbitrage, you're doing all of that sourcing, all of that purchasing online. Now, both have advantages, so it's really what works best for you, what works best for your situation. Now, online arbitrage is likely to save you a lot of time, it will save you in fuel, in parking, but you're going to get those products much slower. Now, you may find you just want to mix it up, do a bit of both, get the best of both worlds. So let's jump straight in, look at my top tips for online arbitrage during this Q4. So tip number 1, use discount and cashback sites. So I often talk about cashback sites and how much money you can make, but you need to remember and you need to get in a really good routine of going through those sites with every single purchase you make. Now, this is a really good way of earning extra through the commissions on all those purchases from various different retailers. Now, not every single retailer is going to be on that site, but there are thousands and thousands to choose from. Now, some of these retailers only offer a very small percentage, others can offer you up to 20%, but whatever the amount, just remember that it adds up very, very quickly and it's all worth having. Now, when it actually comes to cashing out those payments, you can do this as often as you like, so long as those commissions have been confirmed. So you can do this through either a store voucher, through PayPal, or directly into your bank account. Now, there are numerous different cashback sites out there, but the one I use on a very regular basis, the one I would recommend is Top Cashback. Now, it's quick, it's simple, the payout process is really, really easy, so I definitely recommend you take a look. I think you could be surprised at just how much extra you could earn from this. So I also use Honey, which is a free Chrome extension, and this works by searching the entire internet for any known discount codes. It then adds them to your basket automatically at checkout, so this can save you a huge amount of time, not having to manually search for those codes, and it can save you a lot of money as well. So if you just head over to joinhoney.com, you can sign up there. It's really quick, it's really easy. Now, another great thing with Honey is you can actually earn Honey Gold as well, and this works a little bit like the cashback sites where you get commission on the purchases that you make, and again, this can be transferred to store vouchers. And tip number 2 is use store loyalty schemes. So just like with retail arbitrage, I would say join as many store loyalty schemes as you can. Now, more and more retailers are using these by the day, and they're using them to try and entice customers in, to try and offer you something extra. Now, one of my favourites here is Lego. I earned so many Lego points last year that I used them at the end of the year to purchase lots of free stock, and I made huge profits. Now, it might not seem like much if it's just a few pence or a few pounds here and there, but if you're ordering on a very regular basis, you could be surprised at just how quickly those points add up. Take advantage of them and make sure you use these schemes on every single purchase you make. And tip number 3, check the clearance sections. So clearance sections, sales tabs online are a great place to start looking for products. Now, you may not find replenishable items here, but you should find some items that offer you a great return on investment, great profit margin. At the end of each season is always a great time to find some amazing deals online. Now, this is okay if you have the storage space and the cash flow available to purchase these seasonal items and sit on them until next year. Now, if you cannot afford to sit on that stock, don't make the purchase just because it seems like a good deal. Tying up your cash flow in items that won't sell for quite some time could hurt your business and really set you back. Now, remember as well that retailers are changing their prices, they're changing their offers all the time. So just because you've looked on that clearance section today, you haven't found anything good, doesn't mean that you won't find something tomorrow. So keep checking back, check back on a very regular basis. And tip number 4, check minimum order for free shipping. So the first thing I do on any site is I check the shipping costs and I check the shipping times as well. Now, there's quite a lot of retailers that will offer you free shipping if you order, say, a minimum of £20, for example. This can save you a huge amount of money over the year and just increase that overall profit per item. Now, the only downside to this free shipping could be the shipping time, so do be wary of this, especially during Q4 when you want those shipments as fast as you possibly can. Now, another option to save on shipping would be click and collect, and you can probably tie these collections in with any RA trips that you're doing. Tip number 5, make multiple smaller orders. So a lot of stores now are starting to realise and they're starting to ban resellers. Now, this can cause you huge issues if you're doing mainly online arbitrage. So stores that I've had issues with myself, stores that some of my coaching clients have had issues with include Boots, Dunelm, Superdrug, just to name a few. This is becoming more and more of an issue, so you do need to be really careful when you're placing those big orders. So you'd be much better to just place a few smaller orders over a number of days if needs be than place that one large order that could get cancelled, or even worse, could get your account banned. Now this has happened to me multiple times early on, so you do need to be really, really careful. You also have the issue of waiting for that money to be returned back to your bank account. This could take up to 5 working days, which is just going to hold up that cash flow. And tip number 6, join retailers' mailing lists. Now in theory, Honey is going to find any known discount codes for you, but it's always worth signing up to these mailing lists. You may find that you get exclusive vouchers for you to try and draw you in, especially if you haven't shopped with that retailer for quite some time. Now if you're worried about your inbox being filled with lots of junk, I'd recommend you set up a separate mailbox. You can keep all these together away from your normal day-to-day emails. Tip number 7, join couponing and money saving sites. So as well as those mailing lists you've joined, I'd recommend you take a look at couponing and money saving Facebook pages as well. Now these pages where anyone can post a deal to the site, it takes all the hard work out of it for you. So all you've got to do is find the deal, do the analysing and see whether it's worth making a purchase. Now 10 Ways is a great group, as is Extreme Couponing and Bargains UK. It's always worth having a flick through just once a day, seeing what great deals are out there that other people have found. Tip number 8, save your card details for a faster checkout. Now if you're using the same sites on a very regular basis, I would recommend saving those card details to make that checkout faster. Now I would only be doing this if you've got a personal device and it's not being used by anyone that you wouldn't trust. Don't do this on any public device. Now this might only save a few minutes, but when you're ordering from multiple different sites, this time can really add up and it saves you having to hunt around for that bank card. Tip number 9, be wary of variations. Now when you're making any purchase, be sure of exactly what you're ordering. Now you might think you're ordering one colour for example, but it may say in small print, colours may vary. Now a lot of listings on Amazon will have variations, so it's maybe the same item but in a different colour or a different size, but all these items will have their own BSR, so that's the bestseller rank, and this indicates how well an item sells. Now if you have received a variation, it's got a very low BSR, it's a very slow moving product, you're probably going to want to send it back for a full refund. Now the problem with this is the time it takes, so you need to allow a few days for shipping and then probably 5 days for the money to actually hit the bank, so this could tie your cash flow up for 7 to 10 days. Do make sure you send these items back though if they don't look to be selling well. You don't want them just sat on Amazon shelves, costing you money in long-term storage fees. Just be careful of those variations and be sure you know exactly what you're ordering. And tip number 10, use BuyBot Pro to help analyse your deals. So if you're not already using BuyBot Pro, I would say this is 100% the next step you need to take. It's the one piece of software I could not manage my Amazon business without. So the most important part of sourcing for me is being absolutely 100% on all of those fees and all of those costings to be sure that I'm making a good profit. So BuyBot Pro is a deal analysing software and it just helps you to analyse all the deals in just a few clicks before you commit to making any purchase. So it'll be able to tell you the Amazon fees based on the sale price, your total expected profit and your return on investment. So there's some great features in that will just help you decide whether or not to actually make that purchase. So you'll be able to look at the previous and predicted sales, the historical data, the BSR, whether there's any known IP complaints and so much more. So it's definitely worth a small monthly fee, which I believe is around $21.95 in the UK right now, $34.95 in US. Now you do get a free 14-day trial, so it's always worth giving it a go. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. Now if you do go ahead and sign up, I'd love to know how you get on, so please do let me know below. Now I have done a number of different videos. It goes into BuyBot Pro in a lot more detail. So there's one that runs through all the different features, and then there's others where I show you things like the manual sourcing accelerator, how to reverse source too. I'll pop a link to these in the description below, but do take a look. It shows you just how powerful this software really is. So those are my top tips for online arbitrage during Q4. So I hope you can just see how you can make that extra little bit of money, how this can help to increase those profits as well. Now if you have any questions at all, please do let me know below. Jump in our Facebook group, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Happy sourcing, take care, and I'll see you soon.